Good morning, everyone. I want to see if we're live, and I'm going to check my stream real quick and see if it is working. It is. So we're going to go ahead and hi, hello. My name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and we're going to be doing some wow, sprints today, live stream sprints. We're only going to do 3. My husband has work. Usually on weekends he has work at 9. However, they've changed the schedule, so now he has work at 8:30, which means we have to leave no later than 8:15, which means I have to be off and moving by 8 o'clock. So, with that being said, we are not going to do a lot of chit chat today. It's going to be sprints, break for 5 minutes, and then sprint again. And I'm sorry for that, but that's just how it works. I have a lot of work to do. I am still working on my anthology submission. The beta readers I've had reading it are loving it so far, which is great. But I'm only like 5,000 words in out of a minimum of 8,000, and I need to figure out how this is going to wrap up. I'm at the point now where the 2 people have met. The monster and the girl have met. His child have met. However, they don't realize that they know each other. Um, the monster doesn't realize that the woman is the child he once protected, and the woman doesn't realize that it's still clicking in her mind that the monster is actually real. She didn't imagine it as a child. Like, it's not from her imagination. So, yeah. We're getting to that point. Anyways, good morning, Nadeem. How are you today? It's not morning for you, if I remember right. It's afternoon/evening. However, it's morning for me. So thank you. Hello. How are you today? I gotta get my forest app up and running so we can grow some plants. What am I gonna grow today? I want to grow purple plants. So we're gonna pick everything with purple in it. I don't know why. I'm not even a fan of purple. The rest of my family is, but we're going to start with the wisteria tree because it's pretty. And sometimes I like pretty things. So there's the wisteria tree. We're going to do that first. I am like not ready for anything today, despite what I've said. I've been awake since like a little before 4. However, I went to bed really early last night. Like, I got home between 5 and 6. And basically I ate a little bit of dinner and passed out of my bed. I had no intention of doing that, but I did. So let's see. What was I going to do? 25-minute timer. You would think I would have this stuff set up and ready since I've been awake that long. And while I had the StreamYard open, I did not have my timer up and running yet. We're fixing that now. Okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and get this set up, and we'll do our first sprint in another minute. 25-minute timer. Yep. Let's share this bad boy and do it like that. Alrighty. So for our first prompt of the day, again, you don't have to write them. It's just here if you want it or need some inspiration. And so today, the first one for today is: the day of your wedding, you wake up to find every person in your wedding party has been brutally murdered. So that is our prompt for the first sprint. I've got 3 prompts ready. I did have that ready. And yeah, I think on this first sprint, I'm going to be eating breakfast, actually. That's going to be my plan for this first sprint because despite being up for 2 hours, I have not eaten yet. So I'll probably turn off my camera for this first sprint and go have some breakfast, leftovers from last night, actually. So I had Chinese last night. Anyways, here we go. We're going to start the first sprint. Where is my timer? I hid my timer. No, really, where's my timer? What did I do with it? Oh my goodness. I moved it just enough that I couldn't see it. All right, here we go. First sprint of the morning. We're only doing 3 because I have to get off here by 8 so I can get out of here and on the road by 8:15 because my husband has work today at 8:30. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments below. I have to mark this one as done. I need to go through and find more prompts and finish filling up my prompt book so that I always have plenty of prompts to use during these streams. There's been a couple of times in the past that I've used the prompts for stories myself, so I need to mark those off too. My keyboard is gross. All right, sorry, that was random. All right, let's see. Ooh, rain. It is supposed to be raining here off and on today, and there's definitely gray clouds in the sky. However, the sun is shining through them ish. I actually really love rainy days. Like, those days are my favorite. However, I live at the very top of a hill on a very dirt and gravel road that is more dirt than gravel, and the mud here, someone recently described it as gumbo mud, and meaning that it's very thick and sticky, and that's exactly what it is. This year alone, we've already gotten the car stuck in mud 3 times when the snow was melting, and almost gotten stuck twice with just rain alone. So I really do not appreciate the mud here. It is very disconcerting. So while I love the rain, I do not necessarily love the rain while living up here with just a car. If we had a truck, it wouldn't be so bad. If we had a truck with 4-wheel drive, it definitely wouldn't be a problem. But we have a teeny tiny car, and it do not like the mud. So whenever it rains here, I'm just like, oh God, please only rain for a short time. Please only rain for a short time. Do not rain long enough to form gumbo mud. I started writing a short story. Stories about Jane Austen life. How hard should she face when doing? Oh, okay. See, I haven't read Sense and Sensibility, and so Pride and Prejudice was one of those ones that I had to read in high school, and I absolutely hated it. And I hated it because I didn't understand it, and we didn't go over like how times were then versus now. So I didn't have it in my mind how times were for women then. Like, I had some idea, but not to the extent of that I saw what was kind of in between the lines of her writing there. And I was like, and I could not see the book as a romance that it was advertised to be. I was like, this is not, what the heck is going on in this book? It took me reading it 3 times and then watching the movie twice before it finally clicked what the book was about. And then I started to like it. And now whenever I'm like having a really, really bad day, I sit down and watch the movie. Like, I've watched it 3 times this year already, at least. Nina's doing research. Awesome. I want to visit Iceland so bad. I want to go. But that means having a passport, which I do not have. All right. I spent most of the last sprint eating. I finished off my dinner from last night. That can go there. Except for the rice. Didn't finish all the rice, but that's okay. Let me get set up for the next sprint because I said at the beginning, and I don't know who all was here for that, but I have to get off by 8 latest because I have to leave at 8:15. My husband has work today. I'm gonna grow a purple oak tree next. But let's see. I have to get off at 8, like latest. So we're only gonna do 3 sprints. I'm gonna go ahead and get us set up for the second one. And we're probably gonna get started shortly after. I might, if he has to continue going in be at work at 8:30, I might change the time of my streams to be a little earlier for me. Like 5. That way I know, because like today I was up at 4 o'clock. I have to be up at 4 o'clock for work anyways. So like, it's not a big deal. I was up at 4 o'clock, so I don't mind having my stream earlier in the morning, which would be earlier in the evening for you guys. So let's see. So prompt again, you don't have to write it if you don't want to, but if you need some inspiration, when robots become sentient, we expect them to attack humans. We were completely surprised by their actual targets. Ooh, Viking Festival. I want to go. And you didn't invite me? How dare. I do like the movie Pride and Prejudice. It's one of those. It's now become one of those like feel good movies. Um, I don't. There's another word for it, but I can't remember what it is. And I'm slowly like watching other movies. I've watched Mansfield Park. I've watched Emma. I haven't read those books that go and coincide with those. I finally watched Wuthering Heights. I tried reading Wuthering Heights and I absolutely positively hate it, but honestly, I hate the movie too. To me, I think his name's Hawthorne. Whatever his name is, to me, he's a fucking dick. So I don't like him. It's really hard for me to like him. Even in the movie, I was just like, I don't, no thanks. No thanks, Bubby. Go away. So, anyways, we're going to do this next sprint. Goodness. Think about the past 4 years. I know. All right, let's try some more. 25 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. All right, that's time. What'd you do? How'd you do? Let me know in the comments. Hi, Rose. I am in mountain time, and actually I was talking earlier about the fact that I'm going to possibly shift my stream a little earlier to like 5 o'clock my time, because my husband has been like, his schedule has changed, so he's working, instead of working 9 a.m., he's working at 8:30 a.m., and sometimes he'll be called in at 8. So I might change my stream to 5 so that I can make sure I can get at least 3, if not 4 sprints in, because I would like to do ultimately 4 sprints a day. That was our second sprint, and we're only going to be doing 3 today because I have to be off at 8, no later, because we have to leave by 8:15, and I still have to load the car with all the laundry. I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, but I have to load the car with the laundry so I can go do laundry while he's at work. So, which is really funny because he's going to be doing laundry at work, and I'm going to be doing laundry at the laundromat. Oh, it's funny. Only to me, though. It's only funny to me. Anyways, I wrote words. What did I write? How much did I write? 782. Now, granted, I did not clear my my word count from last time. In fact, I didn't even look at my word count from last time because I only wrote like 2 sentences. So that's not fully accurate for a single sprint, but it's close enough. So we're gonna go with it. Sorry, I'm marking off the prompt we just used for that sprint. I have one more prompt left for the next sprint, which we're going to start real soon because I don't really have a lot to talk about, honestly. I just had a snack and did absolutely. Hey, you know what? I almost got no words that first sprint for the same reason. I had breakfast. So I am not going to fault you for that. How dare you? What you working on today, Rosalind? I'm curious. I'm also nosy. So I am now sitting at 6,000 words for this anthology submission. 6,600 actually. And the minimum for it is 8,000. The monster has finally asked for his child by name, and the adult has just said, I am said person, and now we're going from there. So things are moving quicker now, and hopefully I'll get this finished in enough time that I can get some other beta readers look at it. I've had a couple people looking at as I've been writing it, but I think I needed some fresh eyes. So if you're interested in reading a paranormal romance with no smexy times, dealing with the monster under the bed, let me know. Yeah. Yes, my name is actually Skye, and I had a lot of people telling me growing up that my name had to be short for Skylar, which it's not at all. If you ask one of my parents, I'm named after an author. I don't know which one, and even they can't remember which author. And if you ask my other parent, I'm named after Skye O'Malley from the Skye O'Malley romance series, because apparently they did a natal birth chart when I was born, because that's what my aunt does for a living, and that was their baby shower gift that was my aunt's baby shower gift for my parents, is my natal chart. And apparently my personality was so much like hers that was the name they picked. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand it all. But one parent says I'm named after an author. One says I'm named after a character. But either way, it's book related, so it's perfect. So, yeah. And yes, I do want to visit the Isle of Skye before anyone asks. I want to go see it for myself. So, yeah. Eventually, I will get my birth certificate again. Been trying to get it for a year now. The problem is I was born when my parents were stationed overseas. The base they were stationed at is no longer in operation, and they never went digital. And so everyone who I have talked to is having trouble getting a hold of records from when I was born there to get me a birth certificate. So It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of go back and forth between people trying to get my birth certificate, talking to various different parties about what I need to do in order to get it. And I still don't have it in my hands. So getting a passport is going to be interesting. And I am 30 minutes from the Canadian border. I can't even go to Canada. I can't cross the Canadian line. I can see the Canadian line. If I go into town, I can be like, hi, Canada, but I can't cross. It's hilarious. So, fun. But yeah, my name is Skye, but I publish under SD Hegyes because first and middle initials, and then Hegyes is my married name. So, yes, the US is weirdly obsessed with birth certificates. You need them in order to get your original driver's license, which I did have it then. And this is where like the fun stuff happens because I had it for getting my driver's license originally. And according to mom, when she gave it to me to get my license, she gave it to me forever and always. And I have a distinct memory of her asking for it back and giving it to her, but she swears she doesn't have it. So either way, she does not have it. I do not have it. And it's gone. The original copy has gone. So I have my husband's, I have both my children's, and I will keep hold of them until they need them. And my husband's like, I will never need it unless I need it, and I will contact you to find it. So I have them all in the same spot with my marriage certificate and stuff like that. But my license is actually still North Carolina because up here they no longer accept Social Security. In order to get to renew your license, you have to have either one of those real IDs, the one with the star on them. If you're living in the US, you know what I mean. And I can't really explain it because I don't understand it myself for those who are outside the US. And then if you don't have that, you need a passport or you need your birth certificate. I don't have any of that. And in order to get your passport, you need your birth certificate. So they no longer accept Social Security cards. And I can't use my marriage certificate for some reason, even though I need my birth certificate to get my marriage certificate. So I did have my birth certificate then too. No, I didn't. No, I didn't need my birth certificate. I'd already lost it because I did ask them about that. I asked them if I needed it for that, and they said as long as I had one and we had his, so we were good. And I had my Social Security card because I used my Social Security card for that. That was weird. I have never had that happen before. The can tab got stuck on my nose ring. Oh man, I wish that would be the case. But until they can find mine and digitize it, I don't think that would be possible for me. If I had been born here in the US, I would have it already. Like literally the only thing that's stopping me is the fact that I was born on a US base in Germany that is no longer operational. That is literally it. That's why I'm having such troubles. Because when we had to get the girls', I had to file for a replacement because the first one for my youngest had gotten destroyed. I don't know if something got spilled on it or if I got it and it was already damaged. I don't remember, but I asked for a new one. And it took less than 2 weeks for me to get it, whereas I've been trying to get mine for a year now and still haven't gotten it. So what it comes down to is if I don't have it by October, since we start possibly getting snow in this area in September, the end of October, beginning of November, I do not want to wait until March when my birthday is, when my license expires, to go get a new one. So come October, if I have to, I will drive to North Carolina, get one of the real IDs because you have to do those in person. You can't do them online. And once I have the real ID, I will be able to get my license here because I just need one of those 3 forms. And I think with the real ID, you can get a passport as well. I would have to look that up to be certain. So eventually I will have a passport. And watch, this is what's going to happen because I already know it's going to. I'm going to go to North Carolina because at this point, I think that's what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to drive to North Carolina and get my real ID. I am going to get to North Carolina. I'm going to get my real ID. I'm going to get back here. I'm going to get my driver's license renewed under Montana. And then I'm going to get a call within a month. I give it a month. I don't even think it'll take that long. That's being generous. I give it a month. And my mom's going to call me and be like, I found your birth certificate. I know it's going to happen. Because that's how my life runs. I get replacements for things and find the originals. So I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. What a hassle. Yes, it is a hassle. I hate it, but it is what it is. All right. Let's do this third and final sprint. I'm going to switch my tree. I'm going to do some lavender. I'm going to grow some lavender on this sprint. So, last sprint of the day. Prompt if you want it. After being forced into a loveless political marriage, a prince and princess agree to split a love potion in hopes of finding happiness. So, here we go. We're going to make this our last sprint of the day. We're going to do 25 minutes once I can figure out where my mouse is. I need to get a mouse pad for us in here. All right, here we go. We're going to do 25 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. All right, that is time. How did y'all do? What did you do? Let me know in the comments below. I do not remember you telling me that, Rose, but I would appreciate the help if you could. Um, okay, that would be awesome. Go ahead and email me. Email would probably be better at this point because my phone's been doing weird things with DMs on across all of stuff. My family and I have been trying to because we have a family group chat and I haven't been able to get the links that everyone's been sending and the photos everyone's been sending. It's been like photo sent or um link sent and it just has words there but no actual things. So I would appreciate that. Thank you. If you did say that, I do not remember it. But I have the memory of a goldfish. I did words as well. I did really good at this sprint. I stayed concentrating on the project and I got 953 words. So that's pretty good. I am happy with that. I'm very happy with that. I'm now sitting at 7,600 words. A little over that. Oh my goodness. I should not be tired. I should not be tired. I got plenty of sleep. Stop it. Stop it. And my characters are figuring out who they are to each other. So it's awesome. So thank you, Rose. I really appreciate it. I really do. Because it has been a pain in my butt. So. And it might just be that some of my stuff is not getting where it's supposed to be. Some of my information. Like, for all I know, that could be it. I have no idea. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to have to wrap it up here because I do have to get off and start getting ready to go. My husband has to be at work at 8:30. I have to go to the laundromat and the car's not loaded with anything. So usually we load it up the night before, but I got home from work, I ate dinner, I went to bed. So that's how my day is going. I feel like I'm already behind even though I'm not. You ever have days like that? It's a thing for me right now. But thank you guys for joining me this morning. And I hope you guys got lots of work done. If you were working, if you were doing anything else, that's okay too. I promise, because I was sorting through files when we first started and eating breakfast during that first sprint. So I'm hoping I need to look at this Kanban board and see if there's anything I need to move down because I feel like there is, but I don't know what. And I will see you guys all hopefully next week. However, next week is up in the air because my girls' next swim meet is next week. So I might end up canceling next week's sprints. I have to figure out what time we're supposed to be there. So if I do cancel them, I will put up something in the community tab. So keep an eye out for that. Because I think I think they have to be at the pool by 8:30 and that means I have to leave the house by 7:30 to get where we're going. So there might not be a stream next week. I might have to cancel it. I created it, but I might have to cancel it. So I will keep you guys in the loop. Use the community tab if I need to let you know about that. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Nadim, I'm glad that you were here, even if the electricity went out and you weren't able to stick around. Oh, Ogre's awake, which means I think Justin's awake, which means he's getting ready for work. So, anyways, it's time for me to wrap up. Hi, Ogre. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Look at the big puppy. Big puppy says good morning. Hi. Hi. Okay, it's time for me to get off. Anyways, I will see you guys all sometime later. Hi. And thank you for joining me. All right. Bye-bye.